Everyone, and welcome to a huge live crossover where me and three other people are going to get together to talk about a very special body horror movie today. It's going to be a fun time. Let's bring in our guest, the man that wanted us to review this, kept asking me to review this, Andy from All Apologies. Hello.
Hey, yes, I wouldn't shut up about this movie. I've been badgering people since like February to get this together. So it's been a long time coming. I'm very excited to talk about this.
And of course, you know, if you watch Hack the Movies, you know her, you love her. It's my best friend, the person I respect most in this world. Angela does horror. Hello, Angela. How are you?
I'm good. I'm so good. I'm so happy to be here with all of you separate people.
I know. And of course, everyone watching knows exactly who you are. But in case they might have missed the many episodes you've been on, who are you again?
My name is Angela. I have a horror channel on YouTube. Most people know me from Normal World with Dave Landau and Quarter Black Garrett. So, yeah.
I would say that's I wanted Angela on the show based on her. Well, we both know Dr. Steve from Weird Medicine through Dave Landau's show. And when I became aware of Angela's movie channel, I started just binging it so much, and I thought she'd be great to be part of this discussion. Yeah.
Well, that's great. And Cayley's here. All right, so today.
Hi, Rob K. Hi, Rob K. Hi, Rob K.
No. Rob K. Someone remind me to ban Rob K in the chat.
But Tony, I did, to mark the special occasion, I did create, when I realized that I had Tony from Hack the Movies and Angela does horror. The Tony and Angela connection inspired me to create an intro for this show. And I'm very bad with AI, so I think the quality of this video is gonna demonstrate that. But
thank you.
It's all for that.
Thank you for the heads up, my audience that hates AI videos. All right, thank you. And I bet you there's a copyrighted song. So remember, I'm also streaming on Twitch.
It's all transformative on YouTube in terms of service.
Yeah, YouTube is very lenient
forgiving
with that. All right, here we go. Here's Andy's hilarious video.
There's a time for love and a time for living. Take a chance and face the wind. An open road and a road that's hidden. A brand new life found the bend. There were times I lost a dream or two. Found a trail, and at the end was you. There's a path to take and a path not take. The choice is up to you, my friend. Nights are long, but you might awake to a brand new life, a brand new life, a brand new life around the bend.
Hold on. That was very transformative. The song in its entirety. Thank you, Andy. Thank you so much. I can't wait for all of us later on to have to clip that out after we get the notification.
I think it was worth it. Okay.
I'm glad you think it was worth it. Anyway,
I worked really hard on that for it to look so shitty.
Oh yeah, I really love that my jeans made up half of my shirt and then fused in with the jean jacket. Yeah. I'm sure that was because of the theme of the movie.
Yeah. Well, based on the song, I won't make you play the other one, but AI did me so fucking dirty. I took a picture of myself from the neck up and it gave me jean shorts for no reason and these enormous, like, dirty teeth. And I was like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Anyway, since we're all going to get a copyright claim, please leave us super chats. Leave us all the super chats. And whoever gets the most super chats on whoever's streaming wins. I don't know. Just a few announcements. One, please sign up for Patreon, patreon.com/hackmovies. Very, very important. Even if it's at the free tier, you get free videos and the free podcast feed. I will be at VHS Fest in July, but me and Cayley and Joey C will be hosting Street Fighter, the movie, the screening, July 19th at the Rochester Comedy Festival. We all got outfits for it, and we're all eating ice chips for the next 2 weeks. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Or maybe that's just me. As soon as I put my outfit on, I'm like, oh, God, I regret this entire decision. This was a horrible mistake. So keep an eye out for that if you're in the Rochester area. Okay.
Who could that be? I don't know.
Huh?
Who might that be? I don't know. Who lives there?
That reminds me, when I'm there, I got to get you guys. I got to record everyone in Rochester apologizing for a certain movie that was filmed there. But we'll talk about that after the stream.
Stay off my beat, Tony. The fuck?
Together, a movie written and directed by Michael Shanks, who did stuff that I've never seen. Has anyone seen any of his stuff?
No,
Didn't
and I
see
think
Time
this was
Truck?
actually I think this was his first feature.
Yes. Yeah, he wrote and directed this. Now, there is some controversy with this movie. Were you guys aware of this? There is a plagiarism lawsuit that's happening right now. Another guy apparently pitched this idea to Alison, Brie, and Dave Franco, and they turned it down. And it ended up being a film called Better Half in 2023. He claims that they stole the idea from him. They reject the idea. The writer of Together was like, I wrote this in like 2019 and stuff. The lawsuit is still ongoing, but like you can't watch Better Half. It played in festivals and like that's it. So I tried to look up what I could of it. And it's literally derivative of the same Greek mythology thing. So right
That
away,
was like, is
right
that
away,
dick butt?
it's not very original because you're taking from a Greek mythology thing, but like it's like a girl who or someone who wants to be in love and then a polygamist, and it's just supposed to be a one night stand, and then they fuse together. And that's it.
No.
They
But,
turned
like,
into
that's-
dick butt. I love it.
That's like very different than Together, other than they fuse together. And if that's the case, then I don't know, Dragon Ball Z, Time Cop, and Society also are or like they're all ripping off those three. So I don't know. The lawsuit is still ongoing, I learned. But I think it's a pretty weak case. The only bad part is that he pitched it to them and then they made a movie about people fusing together. That's like the only really shady part. But other than that, it just feels like the girl keeps saying The Matrix. She wrote The Matrix and she like 100% did not. But yes, when did you guys?
And that happens though with like Deep Impact and Armageddon, and there's always like parallel thinking in cinema, so it's not so weird.
Yeah, and again, they're both based off the Greek thing. So like, how much can you really rip? Like, yeah, we're all ripping off Greek mythology. Who cares? When did you, Andy? When did you first see Together?
Oh, right before I started bothering you about it, like in January. Yeah, as soon as it was on streaming, I watched. Maybe not immediately, but definitely not in the theater. So.
How about you, Angela?
I saw it in the theater.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw it pretty much right when it came out. I was very curious about it. I really like it when people fuse together in fun ways, like Color Out of Space or
Yeah, that
like
was a good one.
Like
That was a good one.
two hot people fusing together. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Did you do an episode about this on your channel? Have you talked about this at all yet?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
All right. I probably should have known that.
Okay.
And Cayley, when did you first see this?
I saw it for
Yesterday.
the first time today,
Wow.
5 hours ago.
I've been telling her to watch it since February, and
Andy
that
has been
shows you
badgering me.
how much my opinion is respected in the circle.
So you
Well,
just saw it
Andy-
today.
Andy has been encouraging me to watch this one for a very, very long time, as he just said. And it's just been one of those movies that I haven't gotten around to. I miraculously, though, managed to still go into it knowing almost nothing about it except for the movie posters that I saw.
Yeah.
So that's always an exciting experience for me. And I had a great time getting to experience it for the first time today.
This is speaking of body harder, this is like the reverse of The Substance, where you saw it in theaters and then I had to see it like many months later.
Yeah.
And I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
that really was good. I probably should have seen that earlier. I remember it hit Hulu. I usually do these monthly wrap-ups where I talk about new things, and this one just flew under my radar. And people are like, put it on the wrap-up, put it on the wrap-up. I'm like, I already have the 6 things picked. I'll get to it eventually. A friend of mine, Emily, who I reviewed Bottoms with on Patreon. She like messaged me. She's like, I just put on Together and it had a dream sequence that freaked me out and I turned it off. And I'm like, all right, I guess I'll watch the rest of the movie and I'll let you know how it ends. And I really, really dig this. And
the body horror element was one of the reasons why, because I watched each of yours review of The Substance. So and that was another reason why I was like, all these people need to meld together into one review of this movie.
It's funny. We're doing this on the 44th anniversary of John Carpenter's The Thing, like one of the best body horror movies of all time.
And it gets ripped off at the beginning of the movie.
It really does. And let's dive into the film, shall we? We open up on a dark forest with a bell in the ground. We'll see a lot of bells throughout the film, with some weird hippie design on it. I do like the titles are the names kind of separated, fusing into one, giving you like an idea of what this movie's about. I thought that was cool. I didn't notice that on my first go around. I was like, oh, that's a fun title sequence. We see two dogs that fell into this little cave, and they're drinking the water that's coming out of, like, I don't know, an H.R. Giger designed pond. It's the most horrifying thing I've ever seen. I would never drink out of it.
I described it as the recombination butthole fountain.
I also called it a butthole.
So yeah, they're drinking the water. Somehow they get out. I have no idea, because we see how all the other characters get out of this. I have no idea how these dogs got out.
Such a good point.
Yeah. Is there like a back door or something, like a hole that maybe only they could crawl through? I don't know. But yeah, the owner, who's out there looking for people, that's like very important. There are missing hikers in these woods. He finds his dogs and they're just staring at each other like creeps. And then later that night, as I said, the missing poster, he goes home and he hears some noises coming from the dog's pen. And he decides to go check on it. And we get a horrifying introduction here. Get the flamethrower. Mac wants the flamethrower. I thought that was awesome.
I remember seeing The Thing being just becoming my all-time favorite movie, and that sequence and from that movie being so just impactful, and to see it paid tribute to, and this was like, okay, I'm on board with this immediately. So
I also like this because Cayley, it reminds me of The Substance, the beginning where it shows you the eggs and tells you basically how everything works. We learn here. You go into the hole, you drink the pond, you fuse together. And I'm like, oh, cool. Now we know what's going to happen to other people who do this.
I was really inspired by the beginning of this film. It was a great title sequence. And you're right. I really do think that even the way that they have the title cards up as we're looking at the shots of the woods in the beginning is quite beautiful, and it's very simple. And then we get that super quick cut of the dogs melding and fusing together. And it's so fast, your brain almost doesn't have time to process it. And that is the perfect way to start out a body horror movie. Body horror is one of my favorite subgenres of horror. And it takes a lot to impress me, and it takes a lot to be unique about it. And so that opening sequence, again, Andy's point about it paying tribute to The Thing, but also just how quick and icky it felt, it was near perfect for an opening sequence.
And I just always like when a horror movie, like this technically is supernatural. I like when it explains like what the rules are ahead of time. They're like, hey, this is what to expect. Get ready to see it happen in like a longer form.
Angela, did you feel bad for the dogs?
I guess, yeah. I have big questions about, like, which I guess we can get to a little bit later on, but like, do the dogs have to be soulmates in order for this to work? Or like,
well,
you know,
I guess that's why they ended up like that.
I guess that's true. They just weren't attracted to each other.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions at the end. I really want to know the ethics around this evil cult. I'm calling them evil. They didn't really... They're not doing a good job with their magic pools, all I'm saying. And they really have to put more restrictions on it. But yes, we cut to our character. What were their names? Was it like Mike and Tilly or something?
I just called them Dave and Alison. All of my notes.
Millie and Tim.
Okay, yeah, wait. Tilly, sorry, that was a spoiler. Tilly is what the special effects people called something at the very, very end. Yeah, so Tim is going through his records. They're having a going away party. Him and his girlfriend are going to be moving to the country. And he's a little bummed out about it, you could tell. He's going through his pictures, and he finds one of his parents who have recently died. And he's very upset about that, as you would be. So what's her face? Millie comes in, and she points out that everyone's excited, and they think it's funny that they're like matching. They unintentionally matched for the night, and this is great visual storytelling. Where in the next scene, he's changed his outfit, so we're getting kind of an idea of where his headspace is. Where he's like, I don't feel like I'm my own person anymore. This is like a slight way of rebelling.
And they had to really ugg up Alison Brie to justify Dave Franco's quarter life crisis. It's like, she's amazing. You're lucky to be with her. And
they also made him
bored with it.
They also made him all scruffy and whatnot. And I'm like, that's not working. They're still ridiculously good looking. So everyone's having little conversations at the party. Millie's friend is like, hey, Tim kind of sucks. Are you sure you want to be with him? He hasn't slept with you in months.
Loser.
So I actually struggled with this sequence. And again,
Okay.
I kind of went up and down with this movie quite a few times. You just described this moment where, the male character, Tim, he changes his outfit because that's how much he wants to not be associated with his girlfriend who he's about to move with. And then we go into these conversations where Millie is talking to her friend and Tim is talking to his friends. And the exposition in these sequences is just so boring and slap you in your face. And it drove me insane. And after having that great moment of him changing his outfit, I couldn't believe that this is where the relationship drama was taking me. At one point, it becomes so over-explaining that as Tim is talking to his friends, one of the friends says something like, when you started to date my sister, then I thought you were going to make her cooler, but instead she just made you suck more. And I was like, I don't need to know about these people's relationships. I don't need this level of exposition. I've already learned so much from watching him change his outfit. Why in the heck are you doing this now? I found this to be a very bizarre sequence.
Yeah. I really think the only information we really needed was that his parents recently died. Because that's probably he was probably content with how they were before this. But I guess maybe their death woke him up a little bit. He's like, oh no, what have I been doing with my life? Is this what I want to do? Life is so short. Should I be trying other things? But this is some important information. They tell him hey, we want you to make music with us again. You haven't really been making music. Do you want to sign with, or do you want to get back on a label or something? And he's like, but I'm moving out of the city. And they kind of convince him to come back into the city to work on it. But the problem is he's a man-child who doesn't try. Usually I defend all the asshole men in these movies, but between this and Obsession, I'm having a hard time. I'm like, it's kind of your fault, Tim. You could get a license. You could just do this.
Yeah. I feel like they were trying to pile on whatever 7 years of their relationship into 7 minutes. So it's pretty exposition heavy, so they can get to all the freaky stuff.
I know we all had things to say. Angela, was it exposition heavy for you? I noticed you didn't agree with us. Are we the weird ones?
No, I completely agree. I think it was a lot of unnecessary information. I'm also wondering, on a teacher's salary alone, how they're able to afford this apartment that they're so desperate to leave.
Yeah,
I just kept thinking
weird.
that.
Where did she teach? I need to know.
They're living off of
an amazing teacher because people are seeking her out to come teach at their school. So she must be the best teacher in the country or something.
Yeah, and I don't know if there was anything there where maybe her and her brother's family were wealthy or something.
Or they're living off the dead parents' inheritance.
Well, no, I don't think his family had any. I don't know. But yeah, that is a really, really nice apartment, and I've had friends.
You don't let that go.
Yeah, I've had friends who were both really employed and everything, and made decent money, and had way smaller apartments in New York.
Yes,
they're making bad decisions, is what you're trying to say.
This is a TV sitcom apartment. You need it to be big because you're filming in there all the time. Before a movie, you're it could have been a little bit more realistic. So yeah, you can tell she's excited for the move, and he's a little hesitant. They're at two different points in their relationship, but he's being nice at the party, saying he's gonna like miss him, but it's not that far. And then she does like the worst, most uncomfortable thing ever, and I have it right here.
Oh, yeah, yes, of course, yes, I do.
That was really hard to watch.
Awkward. Yeah, I mean, if a woman reverse proposed to me with no ring, I would think it was a joke as well. I mean, you can't really blame him for being like, what the fuck is this? If this was the other way around and I showed up with no ring, would you take me seriously, Tony? When I proposed to you?
Well, it'd be weird if you showed up and proposed to me. So yeah, I probably wouldn't take it. You not having the ring would be the least of my concerns. I mean, why did Andy drive to Philadelphia to get on one knee and show me his palms? I think he's gone insane. I love you're like, yeah, Tony, wouldn't that be weird if I didn't have a ring? I'm like, everything would be weird about that situation.
It was weird though. Girls, would you ever do that?
No.
No. Especially not in
do
front of people.
Yeah, that's
like embarrass
that's
yourself
very
in private all you want, but
that'd be
Yeah,
like
she-
a cute private thing. If they agreed that rings were bullshit because they're hippies or whatever, and they did it like, but that was weird to do in front of everyone. Like, I'm gonna be the lady proposing, and I have no ring. It's like that's uncomfortable, and it's very uncomfortable. And I do like her friend tries to salvage it with a clap after he like reluctantly says yes.
Yeah, she kind of did that to herself.
Well, it's also a peculiar time for her to do it because again, she must have noticed that he changed his outfit. So is that not a cue? Maybe don't go on with your little proposal moment. I don't know.
Well, we know she's definitely in denial. She's like in a denial stage right now. She can tell that he's different and his heart isn't in it, which leads to the next scene where they're in bed and she's just like, hey, if you don't want to do this, we got to split right now. And that's like the theme of the film. We have to split or it'll get harder later. Which I don't know if did I mention this on stream? I think I said it before the stream. This is my new favorite subgenre of horror film, guy who waits too long to break up. Did I say that before?
Yeah.
I think I said that before.
You said it before.
Yeah.
The every
it's
woman's favorite movie, Midsummer.
Yes. Both those movies. I was like, I've been that guy. I hope I don't get turned into a bear or fuse with Alison. Actually, fusing with Alison Brie wouldn't be too bad. I hope I don't get put into a bear and lit on fire. That's the bad one. But yeah, he's just too scared to do it, even though he very clearly wants to leave her. Or does he? Or does he just feel like he has to because of like the trauma he just went through recently with his parents? I think that's like something he hasn't fully decided on yet. Like, do I want to leave her? Things are fine right now, or do I want to like make a big change before things are too late?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think that he does want to leave her, but he's too lonely and scared and sad or whatever to pull the trigger on it at this point. And
what do you guys think?
He goes from not wanting to be with her to being like hopelessly codependent.
I think he's just like very directionless and doesn't seem like he can make a decision on his own in any way in his life, period. Like
he's I mean, not failed. He has an opportunity, but later they say he's 35 and he's trying to be an indie rocker. That's not the best place to be at the age of 35.
What do you think, Cayley? You think he's still undecided, or?
So I think that a big theme of this movie, and Tony, you mentioned the mythology earlier, of course, is Plato's Symposium. And the entire idea of Plato's Symposium is that two people can potentially be so magnetized to each other because they are their person's literal other half. That's what I see this as. So even if he doesn't want to be with her, he cannot get rid of her because they are literally and figuratively attached. And that is very much what we see throughout the rest of the movie, is that no matter how toxic their relationship is, they can't quit each other. They're addicted to each other. They must form back together. They have to do that. So to me, even if he thinks it's the right thing to do to get out of there, there's no way that he can ever quit this relationship.
Yeah, and thank God he looks like Dave Franco, because being in your mid-30s and not having like a real job and having like a clown job, like, I don't know, reviewing movies on the internet, the dating scene's not great. Don't do it, Dave Franco. Don't do it. I mean, you'll have a better time than me, Dave Franco, but for anyone else, don't do it. Don't do it. It's a nightmare. Yeah, they were all making fun of him. Like, and I'm like, yeah, look at that musician. I'm like, oh wait, I talk about movies on the internet. God damn it. So yeah, he says like, no, it's fine. We'll be together. It's great. I'm excited about this future we're gonna have. And then he has a terrifying nightmare, which is where my friend texted me and said, I turned the movie off. I can't make it past the scene. Where he wakes up and he sees his deceased mom staring at him from across the bed. A bed that's now two beds that have fused into one. We will learn what this is later. Then we get like the creepiest fucking scene I've ever seen.
Oh, you're playing it? Jesus.
Yeah. That thing, I think, was horrifying.
That gave me a Ari Aster Midsummer vibes, like the carbon monoxide scene.
Yeah,
that reminded me of that. Yeah.
It also reminded me of I don't know, it's probably in all the Grudges because they remade it 15 times, but like when the girl goes like under the sheets and the thing is in the sheet with her. It also reminded me of that weird, because there's really nothing like this in the rest of the movie, this kind of weird dream sequence. It reminds me of the dream sequence in Cayley. Remember Cobweb?
Oh yeah.
Remember there's that one nightmare sequence the kid has where like the parents all freaky and smiling. It reminded me of that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think about Cobweb very often, but I did just recently text you about that because I was trying to remember why on earth a substitute teacher would ever act like he was going to get involved in kids' lives, because that reminded me so much of everybody's favorite lol cow, Stuttering John.
You know, Cobweb would have been a lot better with Stuttering John instead of whoever was in that movie.
Better is a challenging word there.
So yeah, we cut ahead. They're moving into the house, into the woods. And you're right. What does she do for a living? Did they inherit this house or did they buy this house?
I think they just bought it.
Or is this his parents'
money?
house? Did they mention if this was the parents' house?
I don't think it was, because he mentioned something about the rats.
Oh yeah, wait, and they've never been in this area before. They're new to it. Never mind. I guess they had a giant apartment, and now they're moving into a giant house in the country. It
was probably part of the super saturated exposition dump at the top of the film where they're explaining so much that you can't wrap your brain around any.
Those house hunters things where it's like, she's a 35-year-old teacher on a 60K salary. He's a failed musician on a nothing.
You know what they said?
Their budget's $1 million.
You know what I'm wondering? They said he was like on a label or something. Maybe he like made a bunch of money when he was young and then just didn't invest it poorly and like lost it all. That could be something. That could be something.
I don't think she'd be as uninterested in him as she seems if that were the case. As a woman.
I think his backstory is that he wrote Baby Shark. So he's coasting off in the residuals.
That's millions, though. You'd make millions after that.
He would not be dating a school teacher if that was the case.
No, he only wrote the keyboard melody. He didn't own the rights.
But yeah, they're moving in. We get Chekhov's Saul.
Yeah. Foreshadowing anyone?
Yeah. We're like, well, that's definitely coming back later. Jesus. And he smells something in a light in the hallway, and he pulls out a freaking nest of dead rats. Well,
the Rat King.
Which apparently is the thing that can happen. Rats' tails get all tangled.
Did you see Cold Storage?
No, I didn't.
I just watched that on a plane when I was traveling, and there's a Rat King in that too. Oh. So I'm in Rat King.
Was that the one with the Stranger Things kid, and there's like an underground lab?
And Liam Neeson, yeah.
Okay,
it was fun. It was fun, but it's just fun. And
I needed a break from Stranger Things kids and underground labs after that disappointing finale. However,
Yeah.
the weird teeth kid from Stranger Things, he was in that pizza movie that came out, and that's like one of the best
Oh.
comedies I've seen in a long time. I feel like I'm in the minority, but I love that movie. It was hilarious. But yeah, this nest of rats completely terrifies him. We'll learn that it was like an old memory that he had.
Yeah. Well, if you
Meanwhile,
smell something rotten in a hole, don't stick your hand in it, okay? Unless
like
she,
wear
unless
gloves
she
or something.
reverse proposes with a big diamond ring, then you can. But
yeah, wait. So this lady, she's paying all his bills, and she didn't even ask for a ring and didn't even bring up. He really hit the jackpot with this lady, and he's like, "Ugh, not my style. I need to get out of this." I'm like, you should be really thankful, dude. But yeah, Millie goes to work, and she accidentally drinks this lady's tea or something. And she meets another teacher, Jamie, who's a neighbor of hers. He's like, "I'm on the yellow house down the street." And right away, as I'm watching this, I'm like, that guy's up to no good.
yeah.
Like, as soon as I saw him, like, up to no good. Don't trust that guy.
Are we full of spoiler full on this show or what?
We'll get to it, but that was just that was literally what I thought as I was watching it. Because he's like, "Ah, yes, I'm a neighbor, and I'm the only one being nice to you." And I'm like, "Oh, well, you're clearly the bad guy, or a bad guy in this movie of like 5 people, really."
He
yeah.
also said that he's like partially responsible for her getting the job there, which is interesting.
Oh yeah.
Why?
I don't know if there's like something hidden, like where he was like scoping her out or something.
Oh, they could
He
smell
was
their
like,
own.
those two are perfect for each other. I could tell.
He's
Again, there's a lot of
cyber-stalking
backstory we
their
do not
corny
have.
ass. He's cyber stalking their corny ass Facebook account.
Oh yeah, lame Facebook together. So that night, what's his face? Tim is working on his demos.
Oh,
Yeah.
I gotta mention this scene. He's looking at guitar tabs that show you where to put your fingers. By the way, I just want to point that out.
But wait,
Oh,
isn't he like?
he likes indie rock?
I know.
I was gonna say, wasn't he like a
Hey, hey,
seasoned musician? What the fuck?
Hey. As somebody that plays music, that's totally accepable.
Okay.
But
learned a
I'm
lot.
just saying the way they painted him, like he's this.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so good, and he's like looking at where to put his fingers. It just kind of made me chuckle.
Or is it
I've
just,
learned-
is he out of practice? Has he given up that much where he doesn't even really play anymore?
Yeah.
But she thought after months of not getting laid that moving into a new big house would get him in the mood, and it doesn't. It doesn't get him in the mood. But he decides, hey, you know what? I'll do something nice for you. You've earned it, woman who bought this house and finances my lifestyle and drives me around. You were good today, so I'll take you on a hike tomorrow. I kind of hate this guy, and I really want to defend him, but I really can't. I just kind of hate this guy. But so yeah, they go on a nice hike in the woods, and there's scenes like this where you can tell like he does actually love her, even if he's thinking of leaving. Like he doesn't really. It's like one of those breakups where it's just like I don't really hate the person, I just don't think we're right for each other anymore. There's no like animosity really. There will be at some point, but as of right now, there isn't.
Yeah, it is. It really is like quarter life crisis shit. He's like frustrated with his career. He is. He doesn't want to move. He is sad about his parents. It's is a hard place to be in, and he can't get it. He can't get it up for Alison Brie. That's the craziest part of this movie. But okay.
You know, one of the things that I struggled with during this portion of the film, a lot of people complain about the pacing of this movie. So, of course, during this whole portion, we are seeing a lot about their relationship, and we're not getting into that body horror that everybody is here for. My criticism of this movie actually is the diametric opposite of what my praises were for Obsession, which is that Obsession is a horror movie where the relationship drama and the relationship scenes are almost more terrifying than the horror. And here in oh my God.
Together.
Thank you. Good God. Here in Together, these relationship sequences are so boring. I don't care at all about the fact that they are struggling. I found it extremely, extremely pedantic. I found it just I didn't care at all. I didn't care at all. I thought that they were both unappealing and that they both stunk. And It
They
just
both-
I didn't. I don't
She
know.
certainly looks like she stinks. I don't know why they gave her that haircut. It's so bad.
It just wasn't terrifying. It wasn't tension building. It
Mm.
didn't lead into the body horror that we all know is coming because, of course, the posters of this movie
Yeah.
suggest that it is going to be body horror.
I'm actually fine. I mean, the movie's only like an hour and 41 minutes. I was
Yeah.
fine with the pacing. I don't mind these scenes. I like knowing a lot about I mean, there was a little too much in the beginning, but I like seeing them interact as a couple, knowing that there's this friction because it's going to be really funny seeing them forced to be together afterwards. So I don't know. It didn't bother me too much. Also, I like that you call in Obsession their relationship. Well, that wasn't really a relationship, but there were. I did review Obsession. There were very relatable things that are like relationships in that movie. So yeah, they go in the woods. There's some really comedic edits. I forgot to clip the one here. But I like where he's like, yeah, it'll be fine. And then hard cut to it just downpouring in the rain. He's like, it's nice out. If we get lost, we'll be able to find our way home. But yeah, as they're wandering around, they fall into a hole, which has a weird bell sticking out of it. And they lose signal. And they're kind of just stuck in this cave because I guess it's too wet to crawl out. And they're like, all right, well, I guess we're here for the night. And we look around this cave. Again, we see the bell. We see weird pews that are in the wall. We could tell this was something at some point. We get told what it is, but I still have a lot of questions about it. Yeah,
I did like that part when they fall in and she's like, I'm fine, don't worry. And he's like, bitch, this is
demos were on there.
This is an iPhone 17 Pro Max, bitch. I could get a new girlfriend.
He's like, but that phone broke. Do you know how much that cost you? A lot. You're gonna have to buy a whole new phone. You should be upset. I think I would have liked it if he was more like that, just even meaner.
Yeah.
But yeah, he pulls out the lighter, and she's like, "Why do you have a lighter?" It's like, that's not important right now. They come in handy. But yeah, he decides, you know what? There's a lot of water down here. Let me drink in this pond, which you guys described as H.R. Giger's anus or whatever.
The recombination butthole fountain, yes.
It's just funny that they're in there for 3 minutes and he's like, well, better drink the stagnant cave water.
I know,
You're
right?
useless, Tim.
It's not even like it's running water. It's like, you're right. It's stagnant in a cave. Like, I would not drink that.
Yeah. Great. Now I'm stuck in a cave and I have diarrhea.
It's been 2 minutes. Relax. You're going to be fine.
And it's not even that high of a hole. Like they do climb it when it stops raining. He's like, we're just gonna die of thirst. I know we're gonna die of thirst. I'm like, you're fine. It's actually raining. You can just open up your mouth, actually.
That's your answer to everything, Tony.
I do think there's an under theme here that they're idiots. They're both real idiots.
I found this to be one of the more charming parts of the movie. This is where you could see that they do get along and like each other,
Yes.
and she's not mad at him for hiding his
Which
smoking.
happens in
getting
breakups.
hammered. Yeah,
it happens in breakups. As someone who's gone through many breakups, it happens where you're in the whole I gotta end this. You're like, but I get along with her doing this. Should I? This stuff happened again. Very relatable to old Uncle Tony here. But yeah, they talk and we get to know a little bit more about him and why the rats freaked him out. And he talks about how when he was a kid, his dad was going nuts because he smelled something in his room. And no matter how many times he cleaned it, they couldn't get rid of the smell. And it turns out there was a dead rat in the light and he was cooking it every time he put the light on. But he didn't know because it was so gradual, he was used to it. Then we find out more about what happened to his mom, where basically the dad died and she woke up and her brain just snapped. And she just sat there for days smiling like a creep until she eventually died too. I think that's where we're supposed to think. And again, we get that horrifying imagery of the creepy smiling mom, which I thought we were going to see more of later on. And I think it's the last time we see it.
Mm-hmm.
I was surprised it didn't keep coming back. But
Yeah.
I wrote in my notes here, Dave's For Your Consideration dad story. It begs the question, is Dave Franco a good actor? Or is he just Nepo Jim Belushi to James Franco, because I kept thinking of the Disaster Artist when he's doing that line about Guerrero Street, and I was just, this guy fucking cannot deliver a line. What's everybody's opinion about Dave Franco's talent?
Maybe he's so good of an actor that acting like a bad actor was hard for him. But Cayley, you were about to say something.
No, I think that he did a horrible job in this movie.
Really?
Alison Brie's performance I thought was outstanding. I had some issues with Dave Franco, but overall I was able to overlook it. I really enjoyed, so you guys are talking about the imagery of, the spooky mom face.
Yeah.
I was thankful that didn't come back. What I really loved that kept coming back was the concept of the stench of death.
Yeah.
And having to sit through that and experience that. I was very excited. That was really cool for me. So
yeah. Just I guess Angela, is Dave Franco a good actor or not? I want to know what you say before I weigh in.
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think. I think he's had a couple moments where he was fine, like 21 Jump Street and stuff like that. But it was painful in this one.
I think Dave Franco is okay, and I thought he was fine in this. However, he got lucky riding on the success of pre-canceled James Franco. If James Franco got canceled just like 5 years earlier, I don't think we'd have Dave Franco, or we wouldn't have him in as many things. A good job, Dave Franco, marrying Alison Brie as young as you could, so you didn't fall into the same trap as your older brother. Is James Franco back yet? Has there been a James Franco revival yet?
He's just recently said that he had aliens in his garage, and that's the first I've heard from him in a long time. So I don't know.
That sounds like a great idea for a movie.
I think that's just the Spring Breakers poster in his garage.
Aliens in his garage. Now, was that part of the FBI files they released recently of all the UFOs? One of them is James Franco just showing his garage. I met James Franco in person for my old job.
Did he molest you?
No, I worked for a YouTube prankster called Ed Bassmaster. And
I love him.
Yeah, we were at an event where he was dressed as his character called the Creep. So it was actually I've actually talked about this on the show before. That was the same night will.i.am's agent yelled at me because he thought I was filming his performance. And that was the night I got screamed at by Miss Piggy's representative. Because I was just holding a camera and this guy came up from the Henson people. Was like, "You're not to film Miss Piggy below the waist. You're not to film the actor doing Miss Piggy's voice. You're not to this." And I looked at him like, "I'm not filming Miss Piggy at all. What do you want me to do? I'm holding a camera. I have nowhere to put it." But James Franco was there, and Ed, James Franco creeped the hell out of Ed, and then his assistant or whatever screamed at us. It was really funny. And then 2 days later, he got canceled. It was around that time. It was fresh. He was so freaking hungover. It was hilarious.
It was because of you. You were calling TMZ on him.
Just never forget him. Because I love the Muppets. I'm like, my one exposure with the Muppets is getting yelled at. God damn it. That night, after they were drinking the creepy cave water, he starts having nightmares, which honestly might be unrelated to the curse. It's probably a result of just drinking cave water. But yeah, he has this hallucination of the cave moving and breathing. And I think I have a video clip of that right here. And I think that's to imply the curse is taking effect. And if you look close there, you can see faces on the wall.
It's the sphincter of the butthole.
It really is the shunting from society.
It's gaping. The cave is gaping.
Has anyone else seen Society here besides me and Cayley?
Oh yeah. I reviewed it.
Yeah. It does really, the cave, when you see it later more in the light, I'm like, I feel like this was a previous shunting that went wrong. They just kind of left them there. So yeah, next morning, they're able to get out of there. Oh, she reveals that she's been smoking too. So clearly they made it a goal to stop smoking together, and they clearly broke it. And I thought that was a cute moment where they're confessing to each other, yeah, we both broke the rule. So yeah, they want to get out, but their legs are kind of sticking together because of mildew, as he calls it. I do love later. He's like, I don't know what mildew is. I'm like, all right, at least he confessed it.
Yeah, that is funny line. Yeah,
your stomach knows now.
Yeah. That's super glue, though. It's like
this is
when
the
you
first
super glue your fingers together.
Yeah. That's yeah, it does look like that when you put glue together and like spread your fingers or whatever.
Everybody loves to do that. It's so good. You can't say you don't love to do that.
Well, okay, you're speaking of the present tense. I like doing it when I was 6.
I mean, like.
Okay, I was gonna say, how often are you just gluing your fingers and spreading?
I'm unemployed, so every day, buddy.
Some people consider me unemployed. Anyway, they pull their legs apart, and it's extremely painful for them. And I like that they're blaming each other, and it's just like clearly something happened that neither of you are responsible for. Well, they are responsible, but they don't know that they're responsible. Yeah, they get out of there finally. And then she does the old phone in the rice bowl trick. Now, there was something we have to mention. There is no internet here. So their phones are broken, and they are on limited data, which will come into play later when you're like, why don't they just call for help? Because apparently they can, and they only have one neighbor, I guess. I don't know. By the way, I feel like this phone in the rice bowl trick has never worked for me. Did anyone ever have success with this? Anyone try this?
I've never had to.
Yeah.
No, look at you guys not dropping your phones
Yeah.
and stuff.
I guess we know who's responsible here.
I throw
remember
them
that was
away
the
like
thing they
toilet
said, like,
paper.
drop it in some rice. And I'm like, that shit didn't work.
I'm a disposable track phone guy. Abandoned phones left and right.
I saw Disclosure Day and they're doing the burner phone thing from Breaking Bad. I'm like, I kind of just want to buy a burner phone just to break it in half. I just really want to do that. It looks so cool. I want to make one call and be like, hey, the hit is on, and then just break it in half. So yeah, she asked for a massage before she goes to work, and we see this spell like come over him. I'm guessing he drank more of the water because it hits him early and like fast. And he starts like he's supposed to give her a massage, but he ends up like squeezing her back and like really messing with her. And obviously she gets upset. She's like, all right, I'm leaving.
That's the good advice of the movie. It's like, this is how you get out of having to give your woman a massage. Just be really
do a
bad
bad
at
job.
it. Yeah. Yes. I karate chop my wife's back. Like, leave. She's like, I don't need any more massages from you. I'll just book a real one.
Well, later on, we learned that she doesn't know how to cook. Do you think that's how she got out? She's like, I'm just going to cook like really bad, give him salmonella, and then he'll never ask me to cook again. But I love this moment where she's driving away and it's making his body like move. So she like makes a left and he hits his face on the wall and he just starts jumping all around the shower. I thought that was really, really funny. So the point he like freaking cracks the tiles with his head, which I think the rest of the movie he'd be fucked. But apparently he's fine.
I've done weirder things in a shower. It's fine.
You've headbutted the shower wall.
And then some.
Yeah. So he goes to meet with and I don't know. Is this a doctor?
This was a very unclear scene to me, but it
How'd he
resulted
get
in him
there?
getting a prescription. So
Yeah, I'm guessing it's a doctor or like a therapist or something. They don't
This has to happen. This has to happen for my favorite part of the movie to happen. So
Wait.
Yeah, what?
So they don't have internet, but they've already got like a local therapist and doctor lined up. Okay, all right. Priorities, I guess. So yeah, the guy's like, all right, is this related to your stress and your trauma and your mom who had I don't know, craziness? He's like, no, it has nothing to do with that. He's like, all right, here's some muscle relaxers. What is it? Is this Valium? He's like, it's called dioxepin or whatever now, which is a joke that comes back later, the correct name of the drug. Yeah, he also tells about the missing couple. So of course he starts Googling the missing couple. And by the way, Cayley, ever since we did the Nightmare on Elm Street remake, I hate all search engines. I want them to be Rocket Blast or whatever it was in that one. I miss the era of fake search engines. I think we need to bring those back. So it looks for the couple. He realizes he doesn't realize yet. But he tells Millie about it. And they talk, their like last thing was like, we're on a hike or whatever, something lame. And he realizes their last post is, we took the plunge. And he could not be faking a smile more. I love that it's not even because he keeps saying like, "Oh, what will my last post be?" But that's not his last post. It's her post that she tagged him in.
I like that setup for the gag at the end, though.
Oh yeah, she's like, "My last post. Can you make sure it's dying or be right back dying?" I'm like, "That's pretty good. Pretty good last post, actually." My last post, which I like, people were just like, the last thing I say before I die is going to be something random, like a mystery, but there actually is no mystery. I just want to confuse people.
Now I know something you don't.
On my deathbed, I'll be like, "It's in a cellar." They're like, "What cellar was he talking about?" I have no idea. So now you got all you assholes are going to be looking for it. It's under a big W. Their neighbor comes by, Jamie. He's like, "Hi, let me welcome you to the neighborhood." They're catching up. They're talking about the woods. They mentioned they fell into the cave, and he's like, "Yeah, it used to belong to like a hippie, dippy, commie, new age cult out there." And then Jamie's like, "Yeah, they were a new age cult. I don't know what happened to them." And right away, I'm like, "You're a member. You're a member of the cult. Yeah. You're in the cult. You're the cult." Did everyone else have the same idea? Because there was
never a point in time where that wasn't blatantly obvious to me.
Yeah. And in case you guys missed it, he's wearing 2 wedding rings in a movie where people get fused together. Like, he's part of it.
I did miss that.
You did.
I guess I'm an idiot. I did not notice that until you.
They show it here. They zoom up on it later.
Yeah.
Yeah, they keep trying to do all these like misdirects with this guy. Like, "Oh, is he into her? Did his husband die?" And at the end, it's just like, "Oh, it's exactly what we thought it was. It's exactly what we thought it was."
It's not a mystery film, Tony.
Well, his part is supposed to be. It's supposed to make you guess, but you call it right away. But yeah, this is where they have that uncomfortable moment where they're pointing out each other's flaws, and they're doing it in a jokey way, but then you can tell it gets serious. I feel like all of us have experienced this at some point in their past. We've all been in this. I mean, as the spectator. I mean, maybe we've been couple arguing. I'm sure I probably was at one point, but I have more memories of being the spectator and be like, "Oh no, I hope they don't ask me to pick a side." And then the friend's girlfriend goes, "Do you think it's wrong?" I'm like, "Oh, why did she ask me that question?" Because you can't answer, "I don't care," which is what I want to say. The scene is so freaking uncomfortable, and I got a clip of it here.
So if it weren't for me, you'd know how to cook?
And if it weren't for me, you wouldn't be the only 30-something without a driver's license.
Jamie handles that scene so masterfully, though. So Tony, you just talked about like being that third person watching this couple fighting is so horrible, and Jamie does it perfectly. He says, "It sounds like you guys complete each other. It sounds like your strengths are weaknesses and your weaknesses are strengths." And I was like, "Oh, I'm going to use that. Thanks, Jamie."
No, the situations I'm thinking of, that would have just sounded like nonsense.
It stopped them. It worked.
Yeah.
So
I can't talk about the specific situation because my one friend actually watches this show. But thank you for that 4th of July. It was great.
The other guy that is the cult creep guy, that his name's Jamie, like an asexual name. That's funny. Like,
Yes,
it's Pat.
It is a gender fluid name. I know. So he leaves, and then Tim is just like, "I gotta make out with my hot what did she call him? Her boy partner." Like, she won't say fiance, even though at this point they should be engaged, and she won't say boyfriend. She went with boy partner. Yeah, so they're just going at it, and then their lips get stuck together and they rip apart. Which, of course, she's like, "You bit me." And it's like, that was definitely not a bite. So, and then she I like that line where she's like, "If you don't want to fuck me, just tell me." Like, she's definitely like fed up with it. You can tell she like was tolerating it for months, and now she's like, "All right, I'm done. You gotta get in there or not." But that night,
I didn't understand. Sorry, I didn't understand about the like. He's like biting her lip and all over her, and she's like, "Well, if you don't want to have sex with me," it's just like, I think you're misreading all of the signals. Like, where did you finally making a move on you? Like.
Sorry you weren't into my biting move, but some chicks are.
And she's like, "You bit me," and he's like, "No," because he acts like he got bit too, and she just totally ignores that. She's not very bright. She's not very bright. However, I will say, I do love later on she apologizes for all of this. I'm like, you know what? Most women wouldn't apologize, but I like that she was like, "You were actually right." I just want to let
you were right the whole time.
I'm glad you she gave him a W there. Now that with the benefit of hindsight, she's like, I was wrong. But this is creepy where she wakes up at night and she turns the light on. He's just ingesting her hair.
I fucking hate hair related horror gags like this. This was my least favorite part of the movie.
What,
as
this
opposed
creeps
to
you
like
out?
the mom nightmare or all the other freak out things. This is my eyeball or shark part of the movie.
Angela, don't say what scares you. For the love of God, do not say what scares you.
I know, now I'm gonna get hair
Your
fucking shit in my feet.
Your audience, I've been dealing with maybe 8 years of stabbed eye and eye injury stuff that gets sent to me all the time. Cayley gets sharks constantly.
Okay.
I remember Cayley had this one friend who said, hey, I'm going on a date. Can you look at this cool outfit I picked? And then this asshole sent a picture of him in a shark costume. We're not going to name names on who that was. So don't, for the love of God, do not say what your biggest fear is. Also, Andy, I'm just going to full screen this.
Thank you.
Andy, I like that you called it a gag.
It is technically a gag. But yeah,
this is just pretty freaky, though. No, am I the only one that hated this?
No, it's freaky. I mean, hair stuff doesn't freak me out, but this is a freaky scene because he's doing it like subconscious. Like his eyes are open, but I don't even think he's awake yet. And it's like a vacuum. It's like, oh, it's so gross. But then again, she like gets up and he's like coughing and freaking out. And she's like, why are you eating my hair? I'm like, lady, there's something wrong with him. Like, there's clearly something wrong with him. You need to, like, against his own will, get him out of there. Switch to slide 2. I love the next day. There's still hair in there. Now, Andy, hold on. Let me full screen this again. Is it weirder when it's a lot of hair, or is it grosser when it's like a strand of hair?
I don't know. Guys with hair in their teeth is usually a good sign, right, ladies? Wink, wink. He's into that.
I love the delayed response.
Andy has never shut up to ladies as quickly as that. That was the answer.
I like that Cayley rolled her eyes and Angela had like the most delayed reaction ever. But yeah, he's just yanking this hair, and it's like it's not just like it's stuck in his mouth; it's like stuck to him because he has to like yank it out of him.
It reminded me of basketball when he's licking the mom's dildo.
And then here, this is when she has to drive him to the train station because she can't drive him to the city, which she's real bummed about. It's like she has a job like, in that town. It's like, why don't you drive me 2 hours into the city? It's like, because that's super inconvenient. Yeah, he's got to get to the train. And here she's actually doing the right thing. She's like, hey, you're like not well. And like, he's totally, this is where he's being kind of an idiot. She's like, hey, you should stay home. He's like, of course you want me to stay home. You don't want me to be a great musician. And she's like, hey, you're trying to eat my hair and you're freaking out and sweating all the time. Like, you're clearly sick. You should stay home.
There's no danger of your music career taking off.
God forbid you miss this one thing. So yeah, he goes to the station. He's taking a shit ton of muscle relaxers. He's waiting to get picked up, but as she leaves, the spell, it overtakes him again. And he's getting like, he's real horny. He's like rubbing his legs and everything. And I love it. He goes, oh no, not now. Not now. And then in school, we circle back to this. I didn't think they were going to revisit this, but we see this little girl who's drawing a picture. And it turns out, he left all his equipment there. I thought that was funny. It turns out this girl was the owner of the dogs. And if we can see by the tails on the dogs, I think it's heavily suggested that they lit them on fire.
Well, I thought that was diarrhea because they drink that cave water.
You know, it never confirms it, so it's open to interpretation. I think it's fire. Who thinks it's diarrhea and who thinks it's fire? Let us know in the chat.
I previously thought that it was fire, but I like Angela's take on this one.
Yeah.
I'm going with that.
Yeah.
Put a 2 in the chat for diarrhea.
Yeah.
Naturally.
But of course I won't read the chat unless it's a super chat. I have to reiterate that. You know, I've had too many guests recently that are like, I'm going to read the free chat. I'm like, how dare you? So yeah, her friend is calling her, and she's like, "Hey, you should probably like not live there, and also break up with him. Why don't you leave?" And she's like, nah, I think I'll stay. And then she sees him outside. And she also mentions that this is a great moment. This is definitely a breakup moment where you're like, someone's like, you got to break up. And like, yeah, but he was really great when he did this thing, when he bought me the Spice Girls vinyl, because I said it was my favorite band. And I love when she goes, that was 8 years ago. And I'm like, oh, yeah. You can tell she's like, oh, yeah, really hanging on to that, aren't I?
Yeah. They got to set that up so they can pay it off later.
Yeah.
Like, least fucking favorite gag in this movie.
And like, here's the thing, like, I'm not really, I mean, I know the Spice Girls. Obviously, I was in the 90s and had a little sister. It's hard to avoid them. But as soon as they said Spice Girls, I'm like, I know exactly what song is going to play at the end. I know exactly what it is.
It's the only song about written ever in the world about two people.
Wannabe. It would be weird if they played Wannabe at the end, even though that is the more popular one.
I would have enjoyed that sequence more if it was Wannabe.
Yeah. But yeah, she's talking to her friend. She looks up and he's just outside. And he comes in, he's like, I need you. And I thought it was appropriate to come to a place full of fucking children to tell you how much I want to plow you right now. Yeah. And I guess the spell hasn't really been working on her, but I guess it kind of hits her a little bit here. Because she's like, yes, let's have sex in the children's boys' room. And I'm like, this is a horrible idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, they get in there and it gets pretty spicy.
Let me pause for a second here because this might be a question more for Angela. But sweaty running man comes up to you and tries to bang you at your workplace, and also he just ditched the one and only thing that he's passionate about in order to do this, which means that he has no motivation or drive. Do you want to have sex with him? Because
real quick, Cayley. You have to mention that it's like her boy partner, because you just said sweaty, dirty man. You didn't emphasize it was like someone she's in a relationship with.
If it's a stranger, yes. But if it's my boyfriend who won't have sex with me, no.
Angela, I like you more and more.
All right.
I love that you didn't preface that the correct way. You're like, all right, so sweaty, dirty man. I'm like, what the fuck, Cayley? Everyone would
But he's not behaving like her boyfriend in this.
But you didn't say boyfriend.
Nothing...
You just started with sweaty, dirty man. You didn't say boyfriend.
He's sweaty, dirty man at that point.
He looks like a meth head that's wandered onto a playground. Yeah.
He's just got like a pill bottle he keeps popping. Yeah.
So yeah, they go to Pound Town and they finish and they're feeling pretty great. And then they notice someone's watching them. And it turns out it's a kid. And she's just like, we gotta get out. We gotta get out of here. But he can't physically get out of her. And I love when they blame each other, like they haven't figured it out. He's like, why are you tensing up? She's like, what are you talking about? No, I'm not. And he tries to yank that bad boy out, and I had to censor it the best I could. I censored it the best I could. Andy, I know you really wanted this scene.
Well, this is the reason I've been bugging Cayley for the last 6 months to watch this is I was like, body horror, Plato's Symposium, because she brings that up more than a couple of times in the last couple of years, and this scene. I was like, have you seen it yet? Have you watched it yet? Have you fucking watched it yet? Exactly.
Andy knows what I like.
Real quick, let me see. What was the okay? Shank's partner.
His boy partner or girl partner?
Yeah.
It said for a minute I was just like, wait, is the director writer gay? I guess he is because it says partner. Oh no, girlfriend. Since 2010. Well, it just says partner. I don't know if it's business partner or his girl partner, but it says where? Oh shit, I just lost it. Hold on. Shank's partner.
Thanks for picking this really flattering photo of me.
Shank's partner, who worked for a sex toy company, supplied free lifelike prop genitalia for use in this scene. So it's basically she gave him like a prop dick, and then they like dressed it up and made it look real. It looked a little too real, but this was.
Oh, I was surprised that the prosthetic was so big. It's like even the part that wasn't in was still twice as big as a regular penis, right, ladies?
Of course, yeah, yes. What I really loved about this sequence, and we got to see this a little bit earlier in the massage sequences, we got to see it in some of the Dream Lake sequences and with the hair. The effects for this movie truly are the success of it. And if you are going to do a modern body horror film, I need to have that. And I really liked this sequence because of that. It felt very believable to me because everything was so life-size and accurate.
I'll say that about this part effect, but when we get to the third act, I'm gonna hard disagree.
Yeah, there are definitely some things that do not function correctly. However, overall, I really liked a lot of the effects.
Yeah. But yeah, this part's hard to watch. And like this was rough where she looks at him and she's like, I'm really sorry. And he's like, what? And she just pushes him out. I was like, oh my God. And the whole time, like, don't show it. Don't show it. Don't show it. Thank God they don't show it. But then it gets worse because the kid comes back with the teacher, Jamie. So what's his face? Tim is just like on the toilet seat, trying not to scream about his like dick being ripped up. She walks out and she's like, oh yeah, I had a problem. And I think Jamie like sees the blood dripping down. He's like, oh, she must have had like a woman problem. He like tells the kid to like go back. He's like, all right, get out of here. Go back to class. Everything is fine. But as he walks away, he sees Tim getting out of the toilet. And like, ooh, that's bad. That's really bad. Cut to her freaking out. She's like, what did you do? Like, you haven't touched me in months. You show up at my work. I could have been fired or arrested.
Yeah. They're both on a list now.
And he's like trying to tell her, like, there's something not right. Like, we're fucked since we went to that cave. And she's just not having it. So yeah, she goes down the street to Jamie. And we see her ring a bell at the door, but we don't see what the bell looks like. And I'm like, bad guy. Bad guy. We saw bells earlier. He's bad guy. Who fucking has a big goddamn bell in this day and age?
You walk past
all
the
three
part
of you
though
are gonna
where
be like, oh, we have bells. What are you talking about?
The one moment where she is probably the shittiest version of that character when she invokes his dead parents and throws it in his face before she storms off. I was like, wow, that's fucking a nasty thing to say.
Yeah,
but this is how you could tell she's getting fed up with his bullshit, I guess.
Because like she's like, I feel like your mom, and he's like, why? Because I'm crazy. She's no, because I'm living with something that's dead. I'm like, that is rough. We went really far there. You could have eased into an insult like that. But yeah, she goes to Jamie's house. She sees a picture of just two handsome gentlemen who look kind of like Jamie, but not quite Jamie.
I was gonna say before we were about to spoil things at the top, if you were merged into the ideal version of two people, and that guy is who comes out on the other side, I'd be a little disappointed. That's all I'm gonna say.
But yeah. Again, he's like so obviously bad guy. What was it reminding me of? Actually, it reminds me of Hot Fuzz, where what's his face? Timothy Dalton is so clearly the bad guy, and the movie's kind of having fun about how obvious he's the bad guy. But you have to wait until the end for it to be confirmed. And you're like, yeah, but I know. And this is like the same thing where he's the double rings, the two pictures of the guys, the bell. It's like you might as well just be like, it's me. I'm gonna make you two stick together.
It's me, Plato.
And this is the scene where we find out he's gay, so he's sitting like a lady. Because up until this, they're like, is he really into her? And it's just like, nope, don't worry, he's just a gay guy. And of course, wait, so Andy, you missed this? The two rings close up?
I was probably doing something else. I was playing Sudoku on my phone at the same time or something.
You were measuring your dick and comparing it with
I was like,
yeah. But yeah, he talks about his lover that he was with. And it's like, I loved him so much and I was scared. I was like you. I didn't know what to do. And I walked away. And she's like, what did you do? She's like, I did nothing. I didn't know what to do. I had all this freedom, but then I couldn't think of life without him. And then the way he's telling the story, it makes it seem like they ended up together and he died, but that's not the case. But I do like that he goes, hey, can I show you my wedding tape? I've been waiting to show someone. And now that we know what the wedding tape is later on, it's just like, how did he think that was going to go? That would have been the most horrifying thing in the world. because somehow he knows what happens to them with the cave, and I don't know. I guess I know where all the other cult members are, but I don't know why he's just letting this happen and not interfering more directly.
I feel like he wants it to happen because he's the one who told them to go hiking in the woods behind the house. Like on the first day, he was like, hey, go to the woods.
But to what end? I guess that's his question for the end of the movie. Like, why does he want this to continue happening? And why are all the other ones in a wall?
Cults be like that, Tony, is the answer.
What is it? Heaven's Gate is the one where they all killed themselves, but they like left 2 people behind to maintain the website, right? Was there something like that? It's like after 30 years, have those people, are they still maintaining the website, or have they finally clicked that they're like, oh wait, I think that was all wrong. I think it was all a lie. That's going to be the worst job. We're all going to heaven. It's going to be great, but you got to update our WordPress. So you're staying behind.
I want to say our boy Luigi Greenberg on Skeptical Robot just mentioned that website is still active.
Oh,
yeah.
Why were they updating the website? They're all anyway. Sorry, they didn't want those 2 to go to heaven with them. They're like, you guys
were the annoying ones. Yeah.
It's really important. Jesus wants you to update that website.
My heaven does not include you.
You'll get there eventually. We're going ahead of time. We'll set it up for you. We got a nice place picked out. But yeah, Dave Franco's just hanging outside the window. She's like, oh shit, I gotta go. I can't watch your wedding video, you creep. I gotta leave.
Yeah, showing up at children's playground and peeking in the neighbors' windows is not a great look for Dave Franco.
Yeah. So they get home and he's checking his messages, and the Rock Dogs. Okay. Who's starting a band called the Rock Dogs? I don't know how to play an instrument. Let's all start a band.
Possibly the worst fucking band name I've ever heard. I didn't even notice that in the movie.
Guys, I don't know why the Rock Dogs never took off as a band. But yeah, I love they're like, hey, did you get in? How far away are you rehearsing? They're like, I love the one guy goes, you better be dead. Since you didn't show up. Because this is very rude to make a big deal about this and you're going to be there and then just ghost everyone. And he's all upset about it. And I think they finally lose internet at that point. Where am I at here? Oh no, yeah. He does a little bit more checking and he sees the people got lost right around where they fell into the cave. And he's like, okay, wait, I think I figured something out here. And he's like looking at the picture of them. He sees the bell. While this is happening, you hear a bunch of noises upstairs, and I forgot to clip it. But I love that he's on the computer and like the camera just looks at the ceiling and you hear like the thump and the thud. I'm like, oh, that's really cool. Cause he's like, you know what's happening. And you're just like waiting for it to like pay off. And she shows up on the other side of the glass door, just like spazzing out.
Isn't that like a screenwriter's best development since Sliced Bread, that they don't always have to have a scene where Jennifer Love Hewitt goes to the public library to figure out who the killer is? Now they can just use the internet at home. It's such a shortcut to screenwriting.
More microfiche. It's so easy now.
Yeah.
Oh crap! Did I miss a clip? Hold on. I see a clip here, and I think I might have missed something.
I even started to miss the fights we had.
Sorry, I put that in earlier. I wanted to.
It's really worth it.
Huh?
It just reminded Tony of all of his previous relationships.
Hey, sorry, there was a reason I clipped that. Backtracking to that previous scene. When he went, I missed all the fights we had. I'm thinking of every breakup I've had. I've never once missed a single fight. That was the weirdest thing. I'm like, no. Even if I missed the girl and I was sad, I never missed the fights once. I never want to revisit those. That was the dumbest thing this guy could have said. Maybe he's regretting fusing, spoiler, with his other self, and he wants to fuse with these people or something. Anyway, back to the scene we were talking about. He's terrified to open the door, but then, like, the curse has gotten so strong that they freaking start levitating in the air. That's right. When I was first watching this, I'm like, oh, is it going to be like a science thing? It's going to be revealed. It's like, oh, no, it's definitely like magic, like ancient magic. But yeah, they smash into each other. And he has to slap her to snap her out of it.
Yeah.
And of course, she's like, why did you hit me downstairs in this room that I didn't know I was in just now? Why do I feel like I've been headbutting a door? And why does my back hurt like I slumped down a bunch of stairs?
Yeah. I like this is the other useful information that the movie gives us. The cure to sleepwalking is the Sean Connery treatment.
But he tells her, like, hey, something happened in the woods. Those people went missing. I think we have to stay apart. And she's like, you don't want to be near me. He's like, exactly. We shouldn't be near each other. Something happens when we get close to each other. And she's just like not getting that he means literally. She's like, you just want to break up. He's like, that's not what I'm talking about. And I like that he goes, look, just touch my hand. I'll prove it. I'll prove it. And she just doesn't want to hear it. And we get this moment where she gets up and she just tells him, like, I don't want you. But she doesn't like say you to be here. She's like, I just don't want you. Because we forgot to mention her parents are coming on Sunday. That's like a ticking clock element there. But basically, she's done with him. Probably because he got stuck in her vag and then slapped her across the face in the same day. I'd probably be fed up too at that point.
Some girls are into it.
But I like this little moment. Again, it reminds me of The Thing where like the blood from her nose starts making its way to him. Like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. Again, another setup for something we'll see later on. So yeah, we get the I love you, okay. Like, oh, that's a rough one.
Yeah.
That's a rough. Again, another very relatable one on the receiving end, the one who also had to do that at some point. The okay. I'm like, I don't like hearing it. I don't like saying it. Feels wrong. But yeah, they're sleeping in other rooms. And then he wakes up and he's just sliding on the floor. The curse is now magnetizing them.
This is the point where it's almost to the minute, like the third act, so the last half hour of the movie, when things go into overdrive. And this, when I saw it the first time, this movie becomes a comedy to me at this point. Many things made me laugh out loud from this point on.
I feel like at some point they're like, hey, we know a contortionist we can get for the movie. They're like, get her in here. Get a lady contortionist. We're going to make Alison Brie look like she's falling behind and her legs are all going around her. But yeah, their fingers start to fuse together and it looks so awesome. And then hold on. I got an example of it actually. The sound effects are creepy too. Like weird.
I think the sound effects are the whole thing because it just looked like silly putty to me.
Yeah, but how else is it supposed to look? Like, I don't really know.
Hair and sweat. They need to be slimier. I don't know. It just looked so fake to me. A lot of this part of the effects portion of this part of the movie.
But he learned that if he has a panic attack, he can take the muscle relaxers to, even though his brain is panicking, his muscles will relax and it'll stop the feedback loop. And I forgot to clip it. I'm sorry, but he just goes, muscle relax. And he just screams.
I also just want to point out they're like in the middle of the hall and he's keeping his precious muscle relaxers in like a table in the hall. Luckily, where everybody keeps their muscle relaxers.
Yeah, wait, not like in his bedroom or like a medicine cabinet. Look at that house. I'm like, it has a medicine cabinet. I can't believe. Other than writing, they're like, bathroom would be too far away. We need this to be, we want it in the hallway. So let's say it's in a nightstand in the hall.
I thought he was headed to the bathroom when he's sliding down the floor and then he pulls up his shirt and he's got the literal bubble guts. Like, oh, he's gonna shit his pants. I didn't understand that part. Like, what was the meaning of that? Like, you know what I mean? How does that translate to them being drawn together? That his intestines are gurgling through his skin.
I don't know.
Yeah, it didn't make sense.
I think the bodies just want each other and they're acting all weird.
It's the cave water.
The cave water. Again, that was large intestine. That's the unrelated parasite that's in his belly, who's merging with him unknowingly. It's like, I'm a parasite. Why am I? It's going to be a fly situation. He's going to murder.
The parasite is the one who wants to bang Alison Brie.
Yes.
Not him.
But I love the pills fall and they're like eating them and they're like, wait, it'll be faster if we snort them, and they're like smashing them and snorting them up. You're right, it is kind of a dark comedy. I didn't mind the comedic elements here.
when he is like, oh, we gotta snort it, and he's just smashing the pills and doing lines off of the hardwood floor, I was laughing my ass off. That was the funniest part to me. I love it.
Yeah, watching them really try to get those muscle relaxers into their system as fast as they possibly can, that was a genius moment.
That was good. But he wakes up and he looks on the table, and there we have it. We have the saw, so we know what's happening. She's taped him up to a chair. He's like, hey, what are you doing? And we see that their arms have now fused together. But the muscle relaxer stopped it. And she's like, hey, they're going to wear off soon, and it's going to start again. So we got to make sure we stop this.
This was when we were talking about how I thought the fusing of the hands together looked corny and fake, and how they could have made that cooler. I was thinking about it. And if one of them had a tattoo and that started to like go across to the other one, that maybe would have been a better sequence for me. But this looks not bad, but not good either. I don't know. This doesn't look, it looks fake as fuck. A lot of this.
I don't know how realistic it could look, to be honest, without looking too rubbery in like with modern cameras and whatnot. I know like older films, you know, you had like darker lighting and stuff, but yeah, I don't know how you shoot this in the daytime and not have it look insane. But either way,
the veins are good though.
Yeah, the veins are good.
That's what reminded me of that tattoo.
I know people want to put practical effects, but with the practical effects, you don't get like the bones moving underneath. It's kind of hard to do that practically. Although there were practical effects that they enhanced with CGI, which I think is a good thing. But yeah, she's ready to cut him, and she's like getting him super drunk so he won't feel it. It's like, it's fine, but then like they're sharing the same blood, so she's like, oh no, I'm drunk now. He's like, oh god, and you're left-handed. This is gonna be terrible. And I love that she turns the saw on and almost just cuts his head off. She like flies it in the air. And this was a great moment where she's about to cut. She's just like, oh, by the way, I'm so sorry. You were obviously right. He's like, I don't care anymore. Just cut it off.
Yeah, this was probably one of my favorite sequences within the movie because, again, it is so funny to watch, to have the realization that she is getting drunk because he's getting drunk and she's smaller than him, so it's going to hit her harder. So she's fucked right now when she's about to try to save them. It's great.
I was disappointed that they didn't show more of that sequence. I mean, they leave it to the imagination. That's a fine way to shoot a movie, but when given all of the Saw films that we've been given, I just thought that they would feature that more.
Yeah. No, I like the comedic cutaway. Usually that could be annoying. In this movie, it works because we've had a couple of them so far. Like,
well, that relies so much on Dave Franco's facial expression acting, which is a bad choice to make.
Well, who would have been better in this movie? Come on. Anyway. So they're eating some snacks and they're like, we gotta do something about this. And I love that she's like, we're going to a hospital. He's like, a hospital won't help. And I want to be like, how do you know? Well, obviously it's a curse, but like it would be nice to have other people who can keep you separated, because you guys are clearly doing a bad job on your own right now. But he wants to go to the cave and learn more. And she's like, no, that's the source of all our problems. No, how about we don't go to that cave?
His stomach yearns for the caves.
Look, I love caves too, but the magic water cave that fuses you with the girl you want to leave, I don't want to go back to that cave. I want to avoid that cave. But she has a great idea. Oh no, she has to go to Jamie's because she left her keys there. I don't know why she ever took her keys out of her pockets when she was there. But yeah, she's like, all right, I'm going to go do that.
It was the leave behind. She's trying to.
Another great cut.
She wanted a reason to go back.
Yeah. Another great cut. Don't do anything stupid. He like stands there for a second and then just bolts right into the woods. Not really hesitating at all. Okay. This is when they lose the internet. And then this is when we see that the obvious cult guy has a magic sun bell thing, which we all knew. I'm sure there's one person out there that went, what? Chat, let us know if you were shocked that this guy was a bad guy, but let us know in the form of a $50 super chat. Anyway, while she's going there, he's cave diving into the fucking Cave of Wonders. And I love that. Is Jamie surveilling them? How did he know what was going on with them at that moment? He's like, oh, good. They cut their hands off. She's definitely going to come here. I'm going to have my wedding tape play. Do you think it's just been on a loop and he's just been standing there for like a day?
I was going to say, it's possible that it's been on a loop because presumably he has done this before with other people. And if that's the case, he knows that at some point they're going to break and then they can come in and see the wedding tape.
Yeah. So we see the old chapel, which is, I love how it's cutting to like what it used to look like and what it looks like now. You've got the, whatchamacallit, the
Plato
painting.
Symposium.
Yes.
The perfect union of people. So gross.
By the way,
so jealous of us when we look like that.
I'm sorry, but Plato is an idiot. That's a totally impractical design. Zeus was right to stop it. Zeus was like, that's horrifying. Let him in half.
Butthole to butthole. That's a bad design.
Also, it's super weird that this like crazy thing that Plato figured out and this ancient magic just exists in like fuck ass Pennsylvania of all places.
Whoa, don't throw my state under the bus. I think this is one of those weirdos.
The worst state
New York.
No, Angela's right. Angela's right here.
No, because what they were in Manhattan earlier. This is definitely New York. The don't shit on the great state of Pennsylvania. we have cool things here like the cryptid squonk. That's our cryptid.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like a shaved bulldog. It's the worst cryptid ever. Anyway, so he finds like the picture in there, and then we see that they would start the wedding in the chapel, and they would bring you to the magic butthole pond, and then you would form, and it would be freaky for a little bit. And then of course we have my JPEGs. I keep forgetting that JPEGs make it way too dark. We get the hereditary effect, which people are now calling it, where your eyes have to adjust to the lighting. You're like, oh, there's someone in the back there, which I'm sure other movies have done, but Hereditary is like the one that really popularized it. And we saw it recently in Obsession. It was in Obsession recently. Really good effect. I like it. But yeah, he's standing there in his cult outfit and he's like, I know what's happening. You should totally fuse with your boyfriend who you said you wanted to leave. I think it's a great idea. It's awesome. And then we learn what happens if you're two unlucky assholes who have no idea what the rules are and don't know what to do. So we find the campers and they fused into one being, but since they didn't accept the fusion because they don't know what it is, and this asshole cult member probably hasn't gone to the cave to let them know, they're probably just resisting it constantly, and they've turned into this horrifying blob monster.
The Cronenberg that's on loan from the Lloyd Kaufman collection. This is when I was complaining about the effects before. I saw this creature.
This is awesome. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
It looks like something I could make. I don't know. It's
it's great. And it looks kind of like the painting too that they show.
It's gross, but I don't know.
But I love that he warns her. He's like, yeah, I got another great cut where he's like, hey, you're really gonna want to you're real weird necklace. But he's like, yeah, you're really gonna want to not fight.
You wouldn't like the alternative. No, you don't. What?
I like how they gave it the pink hair so you would know it was the girl camper. Yeah.
Where was this thing the whole movie? How big is that cave? How was it not there earlier where it was like blah, blah, blah.
When they were there all night?
Yeah. Right. But also around here, he starts like fusing with the cave too a little bit. His like hands are sticking to it.
Oh yeah, I didn't understand that part.
Well, if you look at the cave, it shows that all of the other cult members are the cave. They've all fused into it. So I think
all
they
the
like
faces and the walls.
So I think the idea is like they all merged with their like one lovers, and then they decided they were all gonna merge together, and they've kind of like become one with the cave. And Jamie wasn't invited because he has to maintain
the guy left behind to do the website. Yeah.
So I think that is like the grand scheme of it all. Is like eventually you will end up in the cave and fusing with all of them, so you can all be together. But you have to accept it, which the hikers who again don't know the rules because Jamie sucks. He hasn't updated the website probably. They're all like, what are we doing? We don't know what we're doing. But what's his face? Jamie's like, all right, you're taking too long. I'm gonna cut like an artery in or a vein in your arm, so you're gonna bleed out. You have no choice but to fuse your boyfriend. Good luck. And this is weird. She slaps him and then his head like splits apart. And at that point, I'm like, wait, is this reversible? That kind of implies that it might be reversible. And I need to know more.
You can get it, like, just have this shit beaten out of you and separate.
Yeah. Also, what else would trigger that? Like, what if he like sneezed really hard in class and he like shoots like two heads out and the kids all freak out? I feel like that part was like, I know it's a cool visual, but I'm thinking about it realistically. Like, you would be terrified to go outdoors. You would be afraid of tripping and turning into two people in front of everyone.
And we never see this character again, right? It's kind of revealed that he has some kind of supernatural regenerative ability, and
I guess
he doesn't. There's no kind of comeuppance for him, and you don't see him again.
No. But again, like I guess at some point he will also go to the cave. I don't know why they all decided. Yeah, I don't know why they all decided to become a cave and let the chapel burn down. I was waiting for like the townspeople found out and they hunted all of them. But I'm the last one. But there's like nothing like that. Not that you really need it. But how could you not like this? Come on, that's awesome.
I like it.
It's cool.
Look, as a fan of The Thing who had to sit through that terrible prequel where they CGI'd the two guys fusing together, I'd like seeing a practical effect here. And I'm like, all right, that's what I kind of wanted to see in that movie, and we didn't get it. We're kind of getting it here. But yeah, they got a knife sticking out of their neck like they tried to kill themselves and they didn't pull it off well. But he yanks it out of there and he gets out. Now he has this knife. I love when they get home, just instantly magnetized again. They're like holding on to like poles and shit. But yeah, he tells her he's got a plan. He's got a plan. And then, he gets on his knee and doesn't have a ring. This is a heartwarming moment, right? Were we all moved by this emotionally? He
romantic,
yeah.
Again, what the fuck are you?
Killer.
Yeah.
In this moment, you're doing this corny ass bullshit. Okay.
But he basically says that he does love her and he can't imagine life without her and all of this. And she is his other person. He finally figured it out now after having his dick ripped off and his arm cut off and seeing a horrifying amalgamation of two assholes. He's now just all of that made him realize he does love the woman who financially supports him. And he's gonna nobly kill himself. But she's like, oh, don't worry about it. I'm bleeding out right now. And I did like this where her blood is going up his shirt and he looks at the trail and he's like, oh shit. So they're both dying, which I guess is one way to break the curse. But then
so almost always with movies, I want them to end like 5 or 10 minutes before they actually end.
Yeah.
And when we see this sequence where you think he's about to kill her and then instead he proposes and then they realize that they want to be together, I was like, okay, end the movie right now. I was so happy that we got the next 10 minutes. I really, typically I'm like, nope, just end the movie. That was the correct ending. Why are we continuing on? But I really, really enjoyed how this actually wraps up.
Sorry, give me one. It cut off my slides at 100 again. Hold on.
The ever professional Tony over here.
It's sometimes StreamYard doesn't do it, and then sometimes it does. It drives me nuts.
Tony, I appreciate the hard work that you put into the production of the show. Thank you.
For time, guys. When I get a girlfriend again in 10 years, how should I propose? With no ring? Should I wait for her to propose? Give me some ideas while I make a new.
This is a handbook of how to get chicks. It's propose with no ring, give a bad massage.
I gotta go to a cave. That's very important.
Jerk off in the shower.
She's financially supporting you beforehand.
Yes.
Crucial.
Learn how to cook. That was important.
Yeah.
I do know how to cook. That is. Oh, come on, log into your account. We're sending you a code. Come on, StreamYard. Don't fuck me now.
StreamYard desperately doesn't want us to see the
Cayley is right, though. The final sequence is the fireworks factory. They save the best version of that, the effects for the very end of the movie. So,
which trust me is gonna look great, and I got pictures of it, but I gotta type the goddamn Google code in. This is a first. The slides being cut off, that happens a lot. Me having to re-verify, even though I logged in earlier, that is a first for the show. Yes, I trust StreamYard. I'm already pulling slides from my account. I don't need to trust StreamYard any more than I already.
Chat GPT is saying to put your social security number in the chat.
Say it out loud, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's revealed that he put his hand on her arm so she wouldn't bleed out.
That just looks like a big scrotum.
Yeah, again, what else? I mean, it is shriveled skin, Andy. Come on. But yeah, he's like, you know what? We should be together as one horrifying monster. And you know what, baby? Let's put on the Spice Girls. It was going to be our wedding song.
He doesn't even know what the neighbor Jamie has been explaining about. He doesn't know anything about Jamie and his husband, and that he became a singular person from two people.
I think
successfully. All James Franco knows is the freak in the cave, and he's like, "Yeah, let's do that."
I think he's figured out, like we did, like we have to accept it and let it happen. When you resist it, that's when it gets all messed up. He's come to that conclusion on his own. I don't think he knows like the specific that there was a wedding ceremony and stuff. That I don't think he knows.
He's an idiot. How did he figure it out?
Paint water. He doesn't know.
He's high on whiskey and muscle relaxers.
So yeah, and also like if he didn't do it, she was gonna die, and he can't really cut himself up again. So he's like, hey, let's try it. Let's try to be one horrifying blob. But yeah, he pulls out the Spice Girls vinyl, which I knew they were going to pick that song, but there was a moment where I'm like, I wonder if they cleared the song. And then I saw the album. I'm like, oh, we're about to get that song.
There it is.
He puts it on and they're like, all right, let's do this. And then you see Alison Brie tits for 10 seconds. Very happy about that. And then they start mutating and morphing into one horrifying abomination. This is cool. I do like that. Again, this is something you can't really get with practical effects, where you get like the fingers moving underneath. Oh, that's awesome. And thank God her hair covered up her nipple. I just realized I didn't censor that as well as I should have. Thank God for Alison Brie's hair, or that would have been a problem. And then we have the reason I didn't really want to see this movie originally. Because as I mentioned earlier, don't mention eye injuries or creepy eye stuff. When the poster came out that was this, I maybe got like 100 tweets and DMs being like, hey, you should see this movie. And I'm like, hey, you should fucking never message me again. This was really hard. I'm having a hard time looking at it right now. I really don't like it.
This was another effect that I really enjoyed. I liked seeing the eyelashes intertwine. Again, this is kind of like the symbolism of the togetherness being so incredibly deep that we have to suffer through Tony's favorite eyeball stuff. Everybody send Tony more eyeballs.
No. And there you go. That's the last time we see them morphing.
Beautiful soulmates together at last.
Are they really? That's the thing. They keep saying it's soulmates, but it feels like just any two people could fall in there and then morph. It doesn't seem like it's picking
that's
soulmates.
What I was curious about. Like if you're not meant to be, if you're not soulmates, do you turn into an abomination or merge with the cave or whatever? But if you are soulmates, it'll work. I didn't know if that was the case or not. I don't think so. I don't think these two are soulmates. I think they hate each other.
based on the other couple and with the pink hair that ended up the way they did, and then the last scene of the film, I think the difference is just choosing it and being meant to be together. So that's my interpretation.
Yeah.
So they choose it. And oh, good, their internet came back. Just in time, their internet came back
for their corny ass Facebook post. To pay off. Yeah.
And oh boy, her parents, they're real excited to see them. And now they also have a bell. Was that bell always there and they just never showed it? I think that's maybe like a former cult member's house. Because why else would they have? In one day, they got the magic bell. Are they friends with Jamie now? And then we get a hilarious ending. Hold on.
Hey.
Hey, we turned into Tig Notaro. Great.
Okay, I have a lot of questions here. Thank God the movie ends, because I'm like, wait, how do you get like a whole new personality? How do you tell your family about this? How do you get them to believe? What the fuck? How do you? How
Well, I
does
mean, look
any
at
of
that person. It's clearly them two mixed. I mean,
So yeah, so
seeing
the
is believing.
effects, what they did, they got they had Alison Brie acted out with like a short hair wig, and they gave her like his eyebrows with like makeup and stuff, and then they had
Shoulder
him
pads.
and then they had him shoot the scene with his face like digitally, like with all the dots, and then they morphed it later on in post, and then they gave him that ridiculous voice. And by the way, my friend who didn't finish the movie, I'm like, oh, and then they turned to one person at the end. I sent them that screenshot and they cracked up. They were like, hold on, that's hilarious. But yeah, I have so many questions. Like, how do you survive in a modern world like this? So many people would have so many questions. Like, hey, who owns this house? You aren't the owners. Where are the other owners going?
You just live in the middle of the woods alone, like Jamie. They have no friends except your neighbors who you're trying to sucker into doing the same dumb thing you did.
It's a true they-them situation.
Yeah, really.
The pronouns are really going to work.
But yeah, thank God the movie ends on that and didn't go further, because I'm just thinking of all these questions.
I want to see the dinner. I want to see the lunch with the parents. Like, please go on. I got to see how they react.
I would like to see a short film of the lunch with the parents. That I think, I don't want a sequel to this. I don't want to pick up where we left off, but doing a short film of that would be amazing.
Post-credit scene.
Yeah.
Like shawarma with the Avengers.
Yeah. Yes. I love also when right before the parents arrive there, you get to see that the table is set for 3. And I think that earlier in the movie, she only mentions that her mom is coming. So when you see that her dad is also there.
No, she said parents. She said parents.
Okay.
Yeah.
I must misremember that. But you see that the table is set for 3. So you know that some sort of crazy morphin has been going on. And it's the timing is excellent. It's silly and goofy, and I want to see them all interact more.
I think they should have did a TV sitcom thing where she's like wearing a wig and then she puts a mustache on. It's like, hi, I'm Tim. I grew a mustache. I'm a different guy. Oh, let me get Millie. She's in the other room. And then
she's wearing one of those. She's wearing one of those outfits that's half tuxedo and half evening gown.
I think it was like the end of Mrs. Doubtfire.
Or the Substance ending where it's like the freak from the cave monster with Alison Brie's face stapled onto it. So, hi, Mom.
What were we saying, Angela? Sorry.
I was just wondering about her job. Like,
yeah,
that's the only way they can afford this house.
Like Jamie could be like, I got another teacher, but then it's like, well, who owns the house and who's paying? Where's it going? There's so many complicated questions here.
They social security number, like there's a lot.
You know what's funny? There's movies that do this. I know Corey Baker. He said his next movie will like hint at whatever happened in Obsession, and it reminds me of how Hatchet 2. If you guys ever seen Hatchet 2, it like shows you the aftermath of his movie Frozen. They have like the girl from the ski lift talking. And what was it? I really like that movie Moon, and the director apparently did a sequel that was garbage, but it mentions what happened at the end of Moon. Whatever Michael Shank's next movie is, I want them to just be like, oh, by the way, 2 people can fuse together. We learned that in this little town in upstate New York, not Pennsylvania. I want something like that where like a newspaper's like 2 freaks fused together. Science is confused. I'll appreciate something like that. Or Kayla, you know, they show the parents like we disavowed our gender morphed child.
Yes.
But that is the end of Together. Final thoughts. I really like this. I really enjoy it. It's fast, it's brisk, it's a good time. It has many relatable things that I've had to go through, not mixing with people, but breakup stuff. Breakup drama is really, I don't know why it's entered into horror films, but it's really getting to me. It's terrifying. Andy, final thoughts, since you suggested this and wanted this so bad.
Yeah, I really liked the J-horror vibe of the beginning, and then I really liked. I was watching the whole hallway sequence, and it reminded me of Adaptation when Charlie Kaufman's brother starts writing the movie, and it just the accelerator goes down and it starts going in all these wild directions.
Oh, get the head. It's your joke. Right.
Yeah. I asked Grok like what it would look like if Tony and Cayley merged into one person and what that 8-year-old child would look like. And then I asked it, what if Cayley and Angela had an 8-year-old boy? What would that look like?
Hold on, let me pull that up. Hold on. Angela
See our
and Cayley,
son together.
And you have one for me and you, Andy.
Right. Yeah, then I said, what if Tony and I had a child? What would that look like?
Oh, it'll probably be the most attractive and handsome of the bunch. And you're an asshole. You're an asshole.
That's perfect.
Yeah. So all in all, I really enjoy the film, but Dave Franco's performance was maybe the worst part of it, and yeah, just some of the wacky. It just got wacky in the most fun way in the third act. It went from being something really creepy and meditative on codependence and attraction, kind of they're physically attracted even though they don't really seem to want to be together, which is kind of the opposite of usually people are emotionally attracted when maybe they shouldn't be. So it was fun to watch them interpret that on screen. So I mean, I insisted on doing this, so obviously I enjoyed it to a certain degree. But
real quick, we were all wrong. I just glanced over and I saw the film is set in Washington State, so we were all wrong about where it was set.
And that's 2 hours from New York, is that?
I guess they weren't in New York.
Probably
I guess
Seattle.
They refer to it as the city.
Yeah. I don't know. I see a thing here saying, though it's set in Washington State, it was filmed in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. Sorry. Cayley, final thoughts on Together.
I love the concept of as Andy mentioned earlier, I love Plato's Symposium. I love the concept of that story. I love other movies that reference it, including Hedwig and the Angry Inch. So overall, the concept of a Plato's Symposium based horror movie is exactly up my alley. And in so many ways, this movie succeeded. It still left me feeling a little bit underwhelmed overall, which I was very sad about because I had great expectations for it. I think that so much of that has to do with me not really being attached to the couple and finding those sequences of the relationship building to be a little bit boring and not really exciting for me. And as we've all kind of mentioned, as we've gone through this, there's a lot of questions. I don't necessarily know that the story, no matter how interesting it is, makes any sense at all. Now, I can suspend my disbelief in any body horror movie, which again, one of my favorite genres. So I enjoy it regardless. I just would maybe like it to be a little bit something more. I don't know. I also love the penis scene, as we all know.
Yeah. All right, all those questions will be answered in the sequel, Together Again.
Angela, final thoughts on Together.
Okay, so I really wanted to like this movie a lot. I was really excited about it when I saw the promo images and stuff for it. I feel like for a body horror movie, I just needed a little bit more body horror, especially because this movie came out the same year after The Substance. And I feel like that really did it a disservice because The Substance just blew everybody away with, all of the body horror and the things that it was able to accomplish.
Not everyone. John Carpenter hated The Substance. I was there. I was at that Q&A when he was shitting on it. I was the guy who asked him about Elvis. I was the only one who asked him about his Elvis movie. But anyway, keep going.
I agree with Cayley. I just wanted a little bit more from it. I needed some more I don't know. It kind of left me just wanting more. And I feel like the dialogue and the writing wasn't necessarily up to par with what I wanted. But I do think this movie is super entertaining and unintentionally hilarious in certain parts. And I would recommend anybody to watch it. You're going to have a great time.
Yeah,
it's a good Hulu streaming horror night movie. You don't have to watch it for too long. It's a good time. All right, how about we read some super chats before we leave? Everything sound good?
Do it.
looking at a bunch of super chats here on my end, and they all have links, which means they're not going to me, you goddamn traitors. Remember, please leave a super
I wonder who they're going to.
Leave a super chat for me. Make sure to report everyone else on the stream. Okay. Hamilton Burger for 10 Canadian dollars. Here's money to force you to get Angela to come back more. And Cayley, Hack the Movies is also a channel on YouTube. You asshole. Who the hell are you, Hamilton Burger? I want to find out who you are.
Smart man.
We're going to drink from a cave and you're going to be stuck with me forever. Oh boy, I can't believe Fiora left a comment. For $5, Cayley, how would you like me to take you out to dinner to despise Tony? I think he meant spite. That doesn't really make sense. All right,
no, despise is right.
Because he still won't do it for Crystal and Johanna. Yeah, I'm like 4 years late. Oh, I owe him a dinner.
It's true. You do.
I got a prediction wrong, but you know what? It really helped when Crystal moved to Florida. I'm like, yeah, you should move. That way I get out of doing that. Dame Taft movie show for $1.99. Here's popsicle money. Put one up Andy's censored. I have no idea what they censored there. Donna G for $19.99. Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome back, Andy.
Thanks, Donna G.
Welcome back. All right. Beavis EJ3NY. I don't know why StreamYard's been messing up like everyone's names. Where are you going to do the Oceans movies? There's the original 3 with Clooney and then the Wopu. I don't know. Cayley keeps hinting at a Girls Month. That seems like something she would do. Oceans 8. But I doubt Girls Month is going to happen. In fact, when I go to Rochester, I will be leaving a bomb in her house to prevent it from happening. Here's the thing. I like Oceans 11, but the sequels suck because they just all wanted to hang out. And I really don't want to rewatch the sequels ever again. So, I don't know. The Flute Wizard for $5 thought this movie and Obsession were just okay. B pluses, had some cool parts, but could have been written better with more over the top stuff. Love y'all. That's the thing with these. You can't get like too over the top because then people will be like, there's some supernatural stuff here. We all have to get involved and interfere. And then you kind of lose the heart. Like if they were running in the middle of town, like morphing together, the movie would be done. People would just shoot them for being horrifying. So I don't know. Do you guys agree? Is this an Obsession just B pluses?
Usually Flute Wizard and I agree on movies, I think, but I disagree vehemently about Obsession. I think that it is a near perfect movie.
Yeah, I did like Obsession. I think I liked Obsession more, but I enjoyed both of these. I think I love The Substance more than both of them.
Obsession just kind of, I bought this magic charm in a gift shop. That's just
Andy, it's a cautionary
lazy.
tale.
That's
Men
lazy.
should not be going into shops that sell crystals and tarot cards.
Yeah.
We don't belong there. That's
Don't
a lady.
buy women gifts. That's the moral.
Or
of that
wedding
movie.
rings.
Yes.
My favorite thing that we talked about, are like, it's mostly just women. They're like, he's the bad guy because he made the wish. And I'm like, no, he thought it was a toy joke thing because in the real world it doesn't work. That wasn't when he became a bad guy in the movie, but making the wish. And of course, it's like girls who believe in astrology and stuff. Like, all right, never mind. Yeah, he's the bad guy because he bought a toy.
It would be like, a guy buying X-ray glasses from the back of a comic book. What are you going to do with those glasses,
He's a pervert
guy?
because he bought those X-ray specs. He didn't know they were real. All right, Freddie Jones Jr. for $4.99. Andy, could you tell Lucy congrats on her brilliant prediction? Stuttering John wouldn't hire an attorney or respond to Shuli's frivolous lawsuit. Wait, is that new? Has he not hired an attorney?
No, he has hired an attorney
and
he has requested an extension of time, which I suspect he will be granted, but I'm an idiot, so who knows?
Congratulations.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, was that a sarcastic thing?
It seems to be.
Oh, I don't know who Freddie Jones Jr. is, and I haven't been keeping up with that. Sorry. I thought that was an actual compliment. My bad. I'm like, you made a great prediction. Good job. And it's like, oh no,
you think that people compliment me on the internet? Are you stupid?
I'm sure Fior will leave 10 more super chats. Rob K, and I'm sure. Oh wow, I see hold on. I see a little link next to Rob K's name, which means it's not on my channel for $5. Preach, Cayley. The body horror scenes were good, but the relationship scenes were dull. Mostly because Dave Franco is so cringy. I didn't realize there was so much Dave Franco hate. What the fuck? And no one should love Dave Franco, but you should all just be like okay with Dave Franco. This hate is coming out of nowhere. Lucha Steve for $2. Andy should watch the movie X-Day. X-Day? Is that a typo, or is there a movie called X-Day?
Sounds like a trap.
Oh, sorry, that wasn't the full title. The full title is X-Day Hair Extensions. After hair from a dead girl is sold as extensions, a deadly curse begins killing its wearers, pushing a hairdresser and her niece to uncover its dark origin and stop the horror. And it looks like it's an Asian film. Andy, I think you're gonna have to watch that movie.
Yeah.
Oh, Gogo from Kill Bill and Battle Royale is in it. I might have to watch that movie. That looks good. Okay. The Flip. Wait, did you not put the full title so you can keep the super chat under $5? You asshole. Jerk. The Flail for $2. The answer is always diarrhea. I guess that was the dog painting question.
Yeah. Best joke of the show.
Angela was correct.
Yeah.
Senior Sticks for $2. Is it body horror or body romance? Either way, odd. It's a body romantic horror. We're just gonna go with that.
Being too close to other people is never appeal. I was like, what? I now I merge with my significant other and I never get a moment's peace for the rest of my life. What's good about this?
I assume once your brains connect, you're just one entity. You're a new thing. The Culinary Mercenary for $4.99. Tony, do you really believe that The Rocketeer is not based on a comic book? Cayley, I'm really looking forward to Girls Month. All right, well, Culinary Mercenary, you're banned forever.
Girls Month, August 2026. Angela, I would love to have you join for that. We got to compete with Tony. We got to compete with Tony. We are going to slay.
I love that you're like, it's definitely happening. And then all the Hacked Movies girls are like, I haven't heard from Cayley.
That's not true. I finally did start reaching out. I'm very behind. It's Cayley's fault.
Let me know.
Girls Time of the Month.
Hold on. Based on The Rocketeer. Okay, so I must have screwed up at some point and said Rocketeer is not a comic. What I meant was originally I thought The Rocketeer was based off like a 30s comic like Batman or The Phantom. But it was based off a comic, but it's a comic from the 80s. It's meant to feel like an old 30s, 40s comic. So I messed up in the past.
Doesn't know anything. You have to watch Girls Month only.
Credibility shot.
Asshole. So yes, I was right and wrong about the Rocketeer whenever I said that. Do their clothes merge as well? No, they do not. Hamilton Burger for $2 Canadian. More like Play-Doh's Symposium. Am I right?
Oh yeah, baby.
Good one. Nailed it.
But did they have to buy all new clothes too to fit their new body?
Oh yeah.
Anyway, okay.
Hamilton Burger again. Also money for Cayley to bring Angela back.
Thank you, Hamilton Burger. But I do have to say, this is entirely Andy's doing. Andy organized all of us getting together for this. So thank you, Andy, for making it so that we could all talk about this movie.
I'm a producer.
Senior Sticks again for $2. This needs a trilogy. Quadrilogy. Yes, it needs a quadrilogy. Where am I at here? Let's where can we find you guys? Well, we can find Cayley at Once Over with Cayley on YouTube. What do you got coming? Oh, hey, Cayley. Sunset Boulevard any day now, right? That review we shot 5 months ago.
I'm very behind.
That was meant for the anniversary last year. We were late to shooting and now it's late to being edited. I don't know if you got any messages. I called you out in the Seed of Chucky review because there's a scene that literally references Sunset Boulevard in it. I'm like, release this Sunset Boulevard cut. What else you got coming up on Once Over with
Well,
Cayley?
I am very excited that you are going to be coming to Rochester on July 19th, and we're going to be doing a live screening of Street Fighter the movie. It is going to be awesome, and I hope that everybody comes out to that. You can get tickets at Comedy at the Carlson. It is going to be in connection with the Rochester Comedy Festival. We're going to be doing some funny stuff. We'll be on stage. We'll be in costume. It's going to be lovely.
I got my ticket.
Kaylee is going to be Cammy. She insisted on being Balrog, and I was like, no, I will not let you do blackface, Kaylee. It's not happening, no matter how much you ask for it.
Yeah, but she would have been topless.
I think Balrog wears I don't know. No, the other guy.
Black tits, is that is that racist?
Yes. Speaking of racist, Andy, we can find you at All Apologies.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for having me. This has been, I've been looking forward to this for quite some time. And All Apologies, I'm doing Sunday mornings at 9 with my co-host Nelly from the UK. And there's been a lot of apologies in the Dabbleverse recently. Keanu and Bacon, the Beef Tips guys. And I saw Rocco and Cardiff ripping off the Chris Kattan content that I brought to Hackamania, so I'm going to put them on blast. So that's happening Sunday. And then on July 1st, Cayley is going to be back on the show for a poker game. I do a poker stream with different creators from all around the YouTubes, and anybody that wants to get in on that can DM me on X, All Apologies Podcast over there. So,
and they're apology maxing there. They're all sorry maxing over there.
Yeah.
You guys did clavicular, and I couldn't stop saying maxing for 2 weeks. I kept working it into everything.
Yeah, it'll get. Then it's taken over the Final Bosses channel. So.
Speaking of some Dabbleverse thing, it hasn't happened yet, but I think next week I'm recording with a Dabbleverse person everyone loved up until a month ago, Shmuel Buckman, who now everyone hates. It's great. Perfect timing to have him on the show. I'm like, yes, I'm finally getting Shmuel Buckman, and I watch everyone's show, and they're like, Shmuel made up a rumor about me. Shmuel saying this. I'm like, oh, God, I waited too long. I was afraid he was going to die because he's a million years old, but now just everyone doesn't like him. I'm like, fuck. But I'm having him on for Poltergeist too, so I need him because I really need him.
Why? Because he looks like that guy?
Because he looks like the bad guy from Poltergeist. It's literally the only reason I'm putting him on the show, because I want him to wear a hat and look like the bad guy from Poltergeist too. And now everyone fucking hates Shmuel Buckman. Like, God damn it. You really screwed me. And Angela,
amazing.
You can find you in Angela Does Horror. Where else can we follow you since you're new to Hack the Movies here?
On Instagram, same thing. Angela Does Horror. Twitch, Angela Does Horror. All of it. Yeah.
And what do you got coming up? What other reviews do you have coming
tomorrow? Well, tomorrow night I'm doing a watch along to May. I've never seen May.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. So I'm
it's
watching.
Been a minute since I've seen it, but I remember really liking it.
Yeah, everybody keeps telling me that it's super good, great ending. So I was like, pull the plug on that, pull the cord on that, however you say it. But that'll be tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Central Time, and then sometime next week I'm going to be releasing a video about, like the desktop, like webcam horror movies. Unfriended, different things like that. Yeah. I'm going to go into a couple of those and rank some of those because I've been watching
to talk about Open Windows.
Open Windows, yes, with Elijah Woods and Sasha Grey, of course.
Oh yeah.
What a successful, what a successful and unique movie. That's awesome.
Yes.
I like the host from 2020, the Zoom one. That one was pretty fun.
I do too. Andy just watched that.
Yeah, it was good.
My recommendation.
I like dash cam though.
Oh, so it was literally shot over Zoom during COVID. They all.
Are you talking about the Ice Cube one?
No.
That's War of the Worlds.
No, that's War of the Worlds, which also was filmed during COVID and was shot out last year. No, it was like an indie film. So like all the actors shot it at their homes on Zoom and everything. It was like really, really well done. And it came out like in the middle of lockdown. They shot it fast. Shudder picked it up. It was a solid movie. It's really of its time too. It was a good one. It was a good one. But yeah, definitely check that out. I think it's one of the best examples of that. What do they call it? Screen life genre? I think it's what it's called. Screen life. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely do that. And we have no more super chats, right? Okay, so we're just gonna get the hell out of here. All right. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.